Most people will work for 40 years, hand over the best hours of their best decades, and retire at 65 with just enough to get by. Not because they had no choice, but because nobody ever showed them the alternative was within reach. The people who got out early didn't stumble onto some secret. They just ran the numbers that most people walk right past. Marcus and Derek are two guys from Columbus, Ohio, who started from the exact same place. They grew up 3 houses apart on the same street, same public school, same graduating class of 2001. Both landed jobs paying $52,000 a year by age 24. Both rented apartments and had $0 in savings when they started. By 40, Marcus had $11,000 in a savings account, a car payment, and a vague plan to get serious about retirement soon. By 40, Derek had $847,000 invested. Not in crypto, not in some startup his cousin pitched him. In boring, predictable index funds, the kind your grandfather could understand. Derek never earned significantly more than Marcus. His peak salary was $74,000. He never inherited money. He never sold a business. He never got lucky on a stock tip. The gap between $11,000 and $847,000 wasn't built on talent, income, or luck. It was built on one decision Derek made at 26 that Marcus kept putting off, and the compounding effect of that single decision over 14 years. Most people here retire early and picture tech executives or trust fund kids, someone who started with advantages they didn't have, so they stop listening before they hear the part that actually applies to them. Early retirement, real early retirement in your 50s or even your late 40s, isn't a personality type. It's not a salary bracket. It's a math problem, and math problems have answers. The answer is almost offensively simple. Nobody in the financial industry is going to walk you through this calculation, because it ends with you needing them a lot less. Derek figured it out on a Saturday afternoon with a spreadsheet. Marcus is still waiting for the right moment. You're about to see exactly what Derek did, year by year, dollar by dollar, and why the window is still open for you right now, even if you're starting later than you'd like. If you're somewhere between 32 and 52, this section was written specifically for you. You probably feel one of two things. Either you haven't started and the guilt sits quietly in the back of your mind every time someone mentions retirement. Or you've started, but not seriously, a 401k you have funded, a savings account you haven't touched, and you're not sure if the gap is still closable. The fear underneath both is the same. It's too late. That early retirement is for people who started at 22 with a plan, not someone staring down their 40s wondering where the time went. That fear is doing a lot of work for the financial industry. The moment you believe it's too late, you stop calculating. You hand control to the people who've been waiting for you to give up. The math disagrees. A 38-year-old earning $68,000 who hits a 25% savings rate today can reach financial independence in 17 years. At 55. Not 65. 55. With completely average market returns and zero inheritance, zero side income, zero luck. Your timeline is still an asset. The only thing that changes when you start later is the urgency. And urgency, it turns out, is exactly what most people needed anyway. Here is the thing the financial industry has spent decades making sure you never clearly understand. Your savings rate matters more than your income. Not a little more, dramatically more. A person earning $120,000 and saving 5% reaches financial independence later than a person earning $65,000 and saving 30%. That's not motivation. That's arithmetic. And the implication is deeply inconvenient. Most people don't need more money to retire early. They need a different relationship with the money they already have. The industry profits from keeping this obscure. An investor who understands that a low-cost index fund and a high savings rate is 90% of the answer doesn't need much management. Nobody advertises that. Most people never discover that the most powerful lever in their retirement timeline isn't their salary or their stock picks. It's the percentage of their income they keep. Change that number, even by 5%, and you don't just save more, you shave years off your working life. The foundation of early retirement math is the 4% rule. If you have a portfolio large enough that 4% of it covers your annual expenses, you can withdraw that amount every year indefinitely without running out of money. So the question isn't how much do I need in some vague sense. It's precise.